A warm welcome to the program. Thank you very much for joining us. We start off in Benin, and there, the country which is known as a democratic model, there's a counting of ballots is continued in the country, and it was still running on Monday in the aftermath of parliamentary elections, which were held on Sunday. In those elections, the opposition was unable to present any candidate. A big blow to the country deemed to be a democratic example on the continent. Only two parties close to power, the Republican Bloc and the Union of Progressives, were in the running for the votes. An election official is reported to have said the boycott recorded on Sunday was a thing never seen before. Also, internet connection was reestablished in the night from Sunday to Monday after a break of almost 24 hours. But no official trend was given nearly 24 hours after the closing of the polls.
Pour rappel, 5 millions d'électeurs béninois étaient
5 million Beninese voters were expected to cast their ballot on Sunday to elect their 83 deputies during this legislative election. An election with a huge abstention figures, according to the observation made by civil society representatives and journalists in the country. And we're delving deep into this subject this morning, and a member of the Beninese civil society joins us online to tell us more about this issue. Good to have you on the program, Sehoho.
Après le scrutin de dimanche, on s'achemine vers une
Well, after Sunday's election, we are moving towards an unopposed National Assembly, which a lot of people are concerned about. What do you think?
Depuis quelques mois, on redoutait cette situation-là à laquelle nous avons assisté.
For some months now, we have been afraid of this situation, which we witnessed last Sunday. Unfortunately, we are going to have an assembly that will be composed of the political parties known as the biggest parliamentary majority of the time. That is a majority that supported the actions of the head of state.
Le peuple s'inquiète de ce que les prochaines lois qui seront votées pour l'ensemble des pays soient votées par ceux qui supportent exclusivement les actions du chef de l'État.
And people are concerned that the next laws may be passed for the whole country by people who exclusively support the head of state. In a pluralist democracy, it is always necessary to have a debate on laws. And when laws are passed without debate, the risk of direct unilateral action by those who support the head of state can leave the interests of others who do not see things in the same way as those who support the head of state. This is the situation in Benin today.
Nous sommes dans cette situation-là aujourd'hui au Bénin.
But what more can be expected, really, especially knowing now that the oppositions did not field any candidates?
Lorsque celui qui a préparé la conférence nationale affirme que nous ne sommes plus en démocratie.
When the person who prepared the national conference says that we are no longer in democracy, I don't know what the civil society can do in the coming days to reverse the system, to reverse the trends, to reverse politics. You have seen, everyone has seen, I believe, through the international media, the armada that was deployed to supposedly secure the elections.
And
you know very well, when weapons are positioned to secure elections, civil society, which is a part of an armed society, cannot act to influence a machine that is being built to crush any resistance. As civil society actors, we have only guidelines. We have only complaints to make. We have only positions to take. But the political parties have already taken action. We have seen the images in the media around the world showing how our former heads of state were practically driven out of the meetings they organized to raise awareness.
Comment les anciens chefs d'État ont été pratiquement chassés des réunions qu'ils organisaient pour sensibiliser les populations, donc n'étant plus en démocratie.
So we are no longer in a democratic era. Civil society is no longer listened to. That's it. That's what I can say.
Pourriez-vous, par exemple, vous appuyer sur des dispositions de la Constitution en la matière, si elles existent en l'occurrence?
So can you rely on the relevant provisions of the Constitution, if they exist?
Monsieur Wawou?
Nous ne sommes plus dans une logique constitutionnelle. Parce que ce que je vous dis, Moi, je ne suis pas un constitutionnaliste.
We are no longer in a constitutional span because what I'm telling you is that I am not a constitutionalist. But lawyers who are constitutionalists have spoken. Some have sent open letters to the head of state. Some have held press conferences, giving their views on what the Constitution provides for all. All of them have acted, but it has not set the vision of the management team. It has not set the choice of the management team to lead the national reform process it plans to carry out for Benin. It has changed nothing. So the current constitution sets out the layouts. The lawyers have already given their opinion, but nothing has changed.
Monsieur Wawou, votre point de vue entendu.
Well, you seem to have very strong opinions. In any case, we will continue to follow this story very closely and monitor what is happening in Benin, where voting transpired on Sunday and counting is underway. So keep following Africanews for more details on this. Thank you very much, sir.
Romain Wawou, membre de la société civile béninoise à Cotonou.
If you're just joining us, this is the morning call here on African News. We have all the stories making the headlines across the continent up next in the African Journal.